Welcome back to Cube English 2. This is episode 2, and in this episode we will look at extensive reading again, and also with introduction to Moodle Reader. So here are the contents of today's video. Again, we'll do a review of extensive reading, and we'll introduce students to mReader. So a quick review of what we talked about with reading. One of the questions in our earlier presentation was what kinds of reading material are most useful. Again, we recommend a balance between variety and same genre. So you'll want to read different kinds of stories: adventure, romance, thriller, biographies, but also sometimes read several of the same genre. Also, we recommend a balance between both challenging books or challenging reading and easy reading. Finally, you should be choosing books or readings that are interesting for you. If it's not interesting, you won't continue. Students should remember this chart. Again, this is a comparison of intensive and extensive reading. You'll see in the middle at the top there's the purpose. With intensive reading, the purpose is language study, but for extensive reading, we're aiming at general understanding and enjoyment. For level, with extensive reading, we're aiming at easy reading. This is why we're choosing the graded readers. So almost 100% comprehension. As far as amount, with extensive reading, the target is lots and lots and lots of material, lots and lots of reading. With the speed, again, with intensive reading, it's usually slow and careful and making sure that you understand 100% before you move on. But with extensive reading, we're aiming at fast and fluent reading. Extensive reading, it's the learner who chooses the books. And finally, with extensive reading, we discourage using dictionaries. Again, for most students, you'll be reading at level 1 or level 2. We recommend that you read at this level for all of October. Again, if this is too easy, just read more books. So the key word is quantity. Please discuss this with your teacher. If you think that you should be reading at a higher level or a lower level, discuss it with your teacher. So, how much should you read? Again, the target is 2 to 5 books per week. And now for the rest of the video, we're going to introduce the website mReader.org. In the first semester, you were asked to write a short book report. This semester, for every book that you read, you'll go on to the mReader website, and the URL is at the top, and you'll take a quiz. Okay, so here is the mReader website. Again, you can find the URL at the top left-hand side. The login area is just below the title. So here is where you'll want to put in your login information. You will get the login information from your teacher on day 1. If you don't know your login information, please ask your teacher. Okay, so I'm going to log in as a student. And when you have your login information and password, press go. That'll take you to your student page. And basically you can see that you're logged in, so make sure that you're logged in with your name. And then you'll see a status bar. So the target is 50,000 words for the semester. So as you go through the semester, you'll see your progress towards your reading goal. So, how do you take a quiz? let's take a look. At the underneath the status bar, you'll see the Start Quiz button, but before that you need to find a book. One way to find a book is just to select the publisher. So I'm going to look for Penguin. So you want to click on that, and then the titles that are available for your level come up in there. So you can see this is level 1 and level 2. So I'm going to look for a story called Little Women. Good. So I can choose it from here and then press Start Quiz, and the quiz will come up. And I'm going to show you another way. Another way of finding titles is you can, at the top of the page, you can find a View Available Quizzes. Okay. And then you can choose one of the genres. And I'm going to choose classics, so just as an example. And I know that the story I'm looking for is Penguin. If you don't know, or if you just want to search for genre, you don't need to put in a publisher. And then for reading level, then you want to put my level, or you want to choose the level that you want to read, or you can say my level plus or minus 1, and then do a search. There, and there it comes up, Little Women. You can press on that, and it says, the message comes up, do you want to take this quiz now? I'll push OK. And your first question comes up, and you read the questions and then select the best answer. You can see the timer on the bottom left here. After you finish taking the quiz, this page will come up and it'll ask, how did you like the story? And you can click how long it took you to read the book, and how often you use your dictionary, hopefully never, or just a few times. And how was the book difficult or easy for you? And how much forget that you were studying and just enjoy the book. So I always knew I was studying. I sometimes forgot that I was studying. I often forgot that I was studying. I completely forgot that I was studying for almost the whole book. So click all your answers, do one more check, and then submit. And there it is. So you can see the book shows up that you finished reading it, and progress bar, you can see that I've read 5,000 words. Okay, so when you're finished, then you can log out. And that's it. That's Moodle Reader. Again, our message to students in the Cube English program, stay positive, look for the bright spots, try to have fun in the classes, Cube English and your other classes, and again, ask questions.